Hi guys, my name is Tom and welcome to the Dyson Sphere Program, episode 4. In the last episode, we went over power management. We were able to create a very small wind farm. We also learned how to automate our ores. Right here I have iron ore and it's being automatically mined with the mining machine. I can just come over here and hand pick up the ore. And I could do that for the coal, and I could do that for the copper. But that's not good enough, right, guys? We need to automate the whole process here. We do not want to be handcrafting. We want to automate every single thing in this game, right? That's my guess. So let's do that. So our first task is to go into our research panel. And we are going to want to research basic logistics system. So let's activate this. And it looks like we need some more materials. We need some more gears and circuit boards. So let's go to our replicator. Let's replicate 10 gears and 10 circuit boards. Okay, and we are going to just continue to knock down these god-awful trees and plants. We do need to make room for our factory. And I'm just shift-clicking right now to chain up these commands. Alright, basic logistics system completed. We get the conveyor belt, the sorter, and the storage box. Let's see if we get those in the inventory.
You have received the sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Okay, looks like we have a conveyor belt and sorter tutorial, so let's take a look at that. With the conveyor belts and sorter, you can achieve full automation. Different production facilities have different slots. Some can directly connect to conveyor belts, such as the mining machine. Some use the sorters to bridge supply facilities and receiving facilities, such as smelters. You can use the conveyor belts to transport the ores from the mining machine, and then use the sorters to connect the conveyor belts to the smelters. The sorter can deliver ores from the conveyor belts to the smelters for automatic smelting. And that is what I'm trying to achieve here. When putting on the conveyor belts, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point to plan the conveyor belt route. When planning the conveyor belt, press the up arrow to lift the target height one level, and press the down to drop down the target height one level. And if you need to reset the ground height, press 0. Usually the conveyor belt automatically snaps to the overlapping buildings. You could press and hold the shift key to ignore the snapping. Okay, let's take a look at this little video they have here. Okay. So here's the mining machine. They click and drag out the belt. They got 2 of them here, and they are combining the conveyor belt. Okay, they got some smelters. They got a box, and they're putting whatever that is into the box. Okay, I want to see that again, because I know I have 3 arc smelters. So what I'll do is I'll drag out a line of copper ore from the mining machine, kind of like what they have here. And then I'll place down my arc smelters and a box. Okay, we'll probably come back to this video just as a reference. I'm going to follow what they're doing here because I feel like that's the best practice, right? So let's do that. Now, let's go to logistics, and we got 20 conveyor belts. And we should be able to click on the mine machine here. So we want to get the ores out of the mining machine onto the belt. Now I see a few options to the right here. Confirm starting point, left click. Don't snap to building, shift. Up arrow, lift 1 level. Down, drop 1 level. 0 to reset the surface. Put the item back. Okay. So if I click on the mining machine and I drag out, okay. Now it says that I can lift the conveyor belt up 1 level by using the up arrow. And I can do 1 level down with the down arrow. So up and down, up and down. Now, I don't understand why I need a second level. I don't know. That's interesting. Based off of the video image, they did just the 1 level. So that's what I'm going to copy as a reference. So let's place down this conveyor belt by pressing left click to confirm the path. And then I can redraw with the right click. All right. All right, guys, we're on our way to full automation. Let's look at our milestone. You plan your first conveyor belt and enter the era of automated production with 23.4 meter long belt. This change was brought about developments in science and technology, and everything will surely become more efficient and orderly from now on. Oh, you know I'm going to be efficient, and you know I'm going to be orderly. That's the kind of person I am, and I'm going to do my best job. All right, second milestone completed. All right, so now we need to get the iron ore into our smelter here. And to do that, we need sorters. We have 5 sorters. How do I delete this smelter? Do I just press the delete key? That did not work. Do I do a right click? How do I delete this? Dismantle. Press X. Oh, dismantle mode. Facilities, belts, and sorters. An area select. Operate facilities within an area. Use shift to perform chain operation. Chain select. Expand selection to all facilities. We'll just go with pick select. And we'll delete this. And then we'll do right click. And we'll go to our productions and grab our 3 smelters. We'll do does it matter where I place this? In the video, they placed it next to the belt. So I'm just going to copy that. I should probably place it here. Like this. There's 1. Do 2. And then we can do 3. I can't place it. I need foundation. Do we have any foundation? What is foundation? I'm not sure. I don't think I have foundation. How do I want to do this? So you clearly can't place smelters in water. So how about I extend the iron ore out to here, and then I can plop down my arc smelters over here. Let's do that. We need more belts. And it takes 1 gear and 2 iron ingots. And it will make 3 belts for every 1 second. So if we do 10 times 3 would be 30, because that's every 1 second. So I should get 30 belts. Yep, 30 belts. So we'll wait for that. We'll press X to delete our arc smelters. And then we'll expand the belt over the lake to, I don't know, how about here? Okay, excellent. And then we can place our 3 smelters down. Oh, sweet. I can drag. Okay, I see the options. You can press R for rotation. Press tab to adjust intervals. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And narrow intervals. Oh, very cool. All right. We'll just keep it like this, and we'll place the 3 arc smelters here. Okay, let's click on the arc smelter and select a recipe. And we'll do it for this one. Excellent. Now let's see if we have, what are they? Sorters. Transport cargo from conveyor belt into facility or between facilities. And install filter to filter cargo. And it's a 1.5 for every trip for every 1 grid. And the cargo stacking is at 1. Okay. So let's click on the sorter. Sorters are used to transport cargoes from one facility to another. Click facility A and then facility B to complete the connection. Click facility A. So facility A would be, because we're trying to get the iron ore into the arc smelter. So facility A would be the belt, and it says we need to click. Okay. And then facility B to complete the connection. Facility B to connect. Oh, okay, so it's click and drag. Okay, so it's just not click. You need to click and drag. I'm going to drag it to facility B. Okay. That one's done. Now we'll do it for this one. And this one. It's a bit awkward at first, but it makes sense. So we have the input. We have iron ore going into all 3 arc smelters here. So our input's complete, and now we need to do the output. And we'll do this. We'll do exactly what we did in the input, and we'll do it for the output. Okay, we need to build more belts. Right click and go to the replicator. And let's replicate 30 more belts. And we only have 2 sorters, so let's replicate a few more sorters. And that's 1 every 1 second. Excellent. In the meantime, let's continue to purge these trees. Man, this is, I'm really enjoying myself quite a bit. And the reason is because of the automation. I just love how we can automate this. And we can just kind of walk away and it just continues to do it by itself. I just find that so much fun. Anyways, so let's do... So we're going to do point A. It's going to be our output. So we need to take the iron ingots and put it onto the belt. So we'll do point A by clicking and then dragging to point B, which is our belt. And we'll do the same thing for these 2 smelters. Excellent. Now we need to transport the iron ingots and put them into a container. I don't know if you guys remembered, if you saw that video on the tutorial screen, they had a container here to store their products. So let's look and see if we have any storage in our inventory. We do not have any storage. So let's go replicate a storage box. Let's keep our inventory sorted. All right, we got our storage box and we're gonna place that right here. Looks good. Excellent.
You built a storage, which can be used to
did.
store cargo.
Yes.
You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Thank you, advisor. Let's extend this belt to the storage box. And now we need to take the iron ingots from the output belt and put it to the storage. So we'll do point A to point B. Okay, I think that is it. So if we did everything right, this should work once we place a Tesla tower down here. So fingers crossed. And it looks like we have no Tesla towers. So let's build one. All right. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's do it. Here we go. Moment of truth. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. All right. Let's take a look at this. So it's taking the iron ore from the belt and it's bringing it into the arc smelter. And we see here that it's grabbing from the belt into the arc smelter, and then it's outputting the iron ingot onto the belt, and then grabbing from the belt and placing it into the storage box. Cool. Very cool. So we just automated our iron ingots for the first time. This is so cool. I can just kind of sit here and watch it work by itself. I don't have to replicate this anymore. I can just come over here and grab and place in my inventory. That's so awesome. This is so cool. I'm just amazed at this process. We are lacking power here. So I'm gonna go build some wind turbines. We'll get 2 of them for now. We'll see if that's gonna be enough to power this. So would this be considered my factory? A factory is like a general term, it seems like. I don't know what determines a factory. Is it just all the things I place down on the map? Is it this process of automating iron ingots? I don't know. All right, so let's continue to expand our wind farm. Okay. How's our power looking? We still don't have enough power. And if you remember in episode 3, it said if we're below 100%, our factory doesn't work at a, efficiently. So let's build a couple more. Actually, we should probably build a few because what I'm going to do is, side note, no fuel in here, so we'll do control click on our logs, and that will fill our fuel chamber. And we're going to move to copper ingots now, and we're going to do exactly what we did here for the copper ingots. So what we need is 3 more arc smelters. We need some Tesla towers. And we need another storage. It looks like we have enough sorters. So as this is replicating here, I'm going to place down my 4 wind turbines. Excellent. Our wind farm is continuously growing bigger and bigger as our factory expands. All right, let's do the same thing for the copper ingots. We will click and drag. Okay. We will now place down 3 smelters. We can click and drag. Just like that. And then we want to select a recipe. And we want to do that for the other 2. Excellent. And then we need to do the input. So copper ore into the arc smelter. Just like that. And then we need to do the output. Alright, we're out of belts, so let's replicate more belts. We can only do 4, and we need iron ingots and gear, and gears are made by iron ingots. So, since we automated our iron ingots here, we can now pick up a stack of 100 and place it in our inventory, which we'll do. And let's sort. Okay. And let's build a stack of 30. Okay. And let's expand the Tesla tower to the last smelter here. Excellent. Now we will extend the belt. Just like that. Now we just need to do the output, so point A to point B. Point A to point B. Dang it. So this needs power. So what I'm going to do is dismantle this Tesla tower. And I'm going to push it back 1 tile. And that should cover everything here. Excellent. And finally, let's place down our storage. And from point A to point B into the storage. And we have now automated copper ingots. Excellent. All right. Now let's see what else we can make. We could do stone, which is 1 to 1. We can do glass, it's 2 to 1. So 2 stone for 1 glass every 2 seconds. Okay, that's an interesting ratio. We have magnetic coils. We have magnets. Magnets are made by iron ore. And this recipe, it's slightly different. It's one iron ore for 1 magnet every 1.5 seconds. So it's a bit slower. Interesting. Okay, so the gear is made in the assembler. The circuit board is made in the assembler. And the magnetic coil is made in the assembler. The glass is made in the smelter. The brick is made in the smelting facility. And the magnet is made in the smelting facility. Okay. So gears, circuit boards, and magnetic coils are not made in these smelters. They're made in the assembler. Okay, so this requires iron ingots. This requires iron ingots and copper ingots. And this requires magnets and copper ingots. So we need to get magnets then. We need to get magnets because this takes magnets. We have the copper. We have the iron. And this takes copper and iron as well, which we already have. We don't need stone brick. We don't need glass because none of these components require those. It requires copper, iron, and magnets, which we should probably get. And these are produced in the assembler. So let's get the magnets. Now I know I'm going to go a little bit over here my 30-minute mark, but I do want to. I do want to do the magnets. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to make 3 smelters, and we need more sorters. We do 10, and we need more belts. We could do 30. Oh yes, we need a box. Okay. So we'll wait on that to replicate. And we'll quickly finish up the magnets here, and then we'll end the episode. All right, so let's lay down 3 arc smelters. Let's do, what do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Do we place them down here? Could place it up here to kind of separate it. We could put him here like that. I think we'll do it like this. So we'll do 3 of them. And then we'll select a recipe. And we'll click the magnet. And then we'll place our box down here. Okay. And then we will do point A to point B. Okay. And then we'll do the output to here. Okay, point A to point B. Point A to point B. Point A to point B. And then point A to point B. And then we need to get a Tesla tower over here. Excellent. Now we have magnets. All right. Well, guys, we have officially fully automated iron ingots, magnets, and copper ingots for the very first time. Excellent. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here for episode 4. I appreciate you stopping by and watching me figure out how to automate my factory. If you are enjoying, I would ask that you would like and subscribe. This way it would help you follow me with the new episodes that I release. And it also shows that you guys care and enjoy what you're watching here. With that, guys, I'm gonna check out. So you guys have a good afternoon. I'm gonna have a good afternoon. Take care. Bye.